I'm just recording. Thank you very much. Okay, welcome. And I just want to talk about today, what's the session about? We are here to share with you how you can work from anywhere, how you can build people, how you can network and connect with people, with like-minded people, how you can develop or grow yourself. And also, most of us are always on social media. I'm sure with the big brother Mzansi, you saw how powerful is social media. So today we're going to talk about how you can use your social media wisely to earn money, to connect with people, to network, because your network is your net worth. So we're also going to share how you can take your financial goals, because I know the minute you are over 18, even the young kids, they have their goals. You start having goals, but sometimes you don't know how you're going to achieve those goals. So we're going to share with you how you can take your financial goals this year. Can you believe it that in just 3 days time we are starting a new quarter, a second quarter of 2025, which just tells you that time is moving fast, time is waiting for no one. So we need to keep it going. We need to tick those goals. We're also going to share how you can make extra income around your current commitments. It doesn't matter if you are full-time employed. It doesn't matter if you are a stay-at-home dad or stay-at-home mom or unemployed, but this is your chance to make extra income. Maybe you are like Nonhlanhla. I'll share my story just now. You want time freedom. You want more time with your kids, more time with your family. We're going to be sharing that with you. And let me make this one straight. We are not here to convince you or to force you to doing anything. We are here to share a life-changing business opportunity with you. So it's up to you if you are ready for that change, if you are ready to take your financial goals. And let me start by introducing myself. My name is Nonhlanhla Sibiya. I am a business coach. I am a gracious stay-at-home mom and a gracious stay-at-home wife by choice. I am a retired senior maintenance planner. I retired at the age of 30. I'm a wife, a mom of 2. I'm also a senior manager in the business. I'm an international traveler. From someone who did not have a passport few years ago, right now I'm traveling in and out of different countries, and guess what? It's for free. So I'm also going to share with you how you can become an international traveler, you and your family, or you and your partner, or you and your kids, and enjoy life. Because as much as we want to make money, we still need to enjoy this life. Let me tell you about my background. I used to work for the mining industry as a senior maintenance planner. As you can see the picture on your bottom right, I had a beautiful office. I really loved my job. But reality was I got my dream job, but not my dream salary. I got the job that I always wanted, being a senior maintenance planner, having people reporting to me, looking after 3 mines, making sure the maintenance is going well in those 3 mines. And I was doing very well in my job. But the problem was that the income was just not what I thought of. The income was just not enough. You know, that pain of getting paid today, tomorrow you're broke again. It feels like you're not working. It feels like you're unemployed, but yet you are wearing that beautiful t-shirt saying you're working for the biggest mining company, but the bank balance is saying, no, madam, it's like you're not working, And it's not that people that are working cannot budget, but it's just the fact that the economy we live in, everything is going up, cost of living is going up every day, but the salary is not doing the same. So that's why we end up living on a minus while we are working, because we are trying so much to maintain a certain lifestyle which we cannot afford, because we are expected to live that certain lifestyle as long as you are permanently employed, So let me share my pain points. I used to have loans all over, credit cards all over, where my salary will come in today, and tomorrow when I wake up, I would see that I got paid, but I'm on a minus again. Yes, like overdraft minus, everything was just minus, And I got to a point where I was blacklisted. I couldn't even get a loan anymore or a credit card anymore. Because what we would do, I remember there was a month where things were just worse. and we had to wait for 12 midnight to just transfer my salary as soon as possible so that the debit orders won't find any money there. But I didn't know that I was just ruining my credit record. That's how I got blacklisted. But I did not have a choice. Things were just bad. And I tried so much during holidays, yes, during long weekends, I would work overtime just to make sure I get that money for my family, so to just try and pay off some other things. But it was never enough because of the taxman. You know, you work hours and hours of overtime, but the taxman will come in and be like, "Not yet, sis. I'm taking my part." You know, and you feel like I've spent so many hours being at work, but I didn't get paid for anything, you know. So I did not have even time for my family because I would use each and every holiday to just go for that overtime, you know. So I had affordability issues. So my expenses were more than my salary because of the commitments, you know. So also as a mom, as a mom, it comes natural that you want best things for your kids. I wanted to take my kids to a private school, and there was that time where I took my work pay slip, you know, and applied to at a certain private school. That's where they told me that, ish, ma'am, you don't qualify. And mind you, that moment I had already told my kids that, guys, you are going to this specific private school, you know, you are going to this private school. And you know how kids are. And you know what kids are. How kids are. They will go and tell their friends, their teachers that, yo, we're not going back to this, we're coming back to the school. Our mommy is taking us to this powerful private school in Mpumalanga. I used to stay in Mpumalanga, you know, so I was living like that. So imagine a pain as a mom of going back to your kids, telling them that it's not happening, my kids. I've failed you, you know, because I don't qualify to take you to that school, you know. So for me, that was a turning point for me. Uti, I cannot keep on failing my kids because I want what best for them, and I see it excites them every time when I do things for them. So I was actually living from hand to mouth, you know, where you need to borrow from Peter to PayPal, where every month you have to sit down. If you are paying that, you decide which in this month am I paying my Edgar's account, or I'm prioritizing my Truett, or am I paying my credit cards, or am I prioritizing the loans, you know. So I was living that life, you know. The only thing that I prayed for was that, God, can you please allow me to breathe? You know, where I just don't have to worry about money, where I can just afford myself and my family. That was my prayer because I felt that I was not breathing, especially when it was during payday. My stress levels will just go up because I will get angry that it's a payday, but nothing changes. Every day I'm going to work just to pay debts. So I needed something to change my life. I needed something that will help me to live the life or design the life that I wanted for my kids and for my family. So I had clear goals. I wanted to pay off my loans, start saving. And it got into a point where I had to withdraw all my savings, and I did, where I had to cancel some of my life insurances, funeral covers, because for me, I did not like initially cancel them, but the debit order didn't go through because I would just take out the money before the deductions, before they debit. So for me, it got to a point where I did not have savings. I took them all out. I even canceled my kids' school university savings because I did not have money to pay for it. And for me, I wanted time freedom. I was tired of working overtime all the holidays, but I was still broke. I remember there was this other time I was at work the 1st of January. I was at work on the 16th of December, 25th of December, 26th. I think it was 3 years in a row. But believe me, the salary will come in, it will still be the same because of the tax man. So I also wanted better education, better life for my kids. I wanted that sustainability where I know I can afford myself. I can just breathe, you know. So I wanted to also travel with my family. I love traveling. If you can go to all my social media platforms, you would see I'm such a traveler. And thanks to this amazing business, I've managed to tick off all these goals. Guys, I'm going to share with you how I managed to tick off all these goals within 3 years of being in the business, you know. So I'm telling you about my background to understand that you don't just get to where you are in life or where you want to be in life without making a decision, without taking a first step, without doing something different that's going to change your situation. Why extra income is now a necessity? It doesn't matter if you are working. You know, cost of living is going up every day, but the salary is not doing the same. Salary alone, guys, is not enough. I promise you. I've been there. I know it. You know, and maybe you are here. There's a business that you want to start, but you don't have a funding, and maybe you went and applied for a loan to find your business. You did not qualify, and for me, all I know is that any business, any a traditional business that you start with a loan for the next 3 years, you're not making any profit. So you are actually not benefiting anything. You know, let me make an example. A friend of mine opened a salon in Midrand and she used a loan. But guess what? Remember, on the first 3 months, you need to build a customer base. But still, when the customers are coming or not, she still had to pay the employees, she still had to pay for the rent, she still had to pay the bank loan, she still had to pay electricity. So 2 years, actually a year later, she had to close her salon business because everything she did, it was she had to go back and pay off that loan, which at that moment she was not even making profit, you know. Only, my love, you are writing on my screen. I know it's not on purpose. I'm just letting you know that whatever you are doing on your phone, it's scratching the screen. I know it's not on purpose, my love. Don't feel bad about it. So maybe you want to fund that business. The business I'm going to share with you, it might not be your cup of tea or cup of coffee, but I'm going to promise you, it will help you fund your business. It will help you fund your lifestyle. Maybe you are here, you are tired of paying loans every month, and nowadays the interest rates are very high and they're going up every year. Then you keep on paying for these loans and they're not getting better. They get worse. It's like you're only paying for 3 years. You're realizing with no ways. I kept on paying for the interest. The loan is still the same. Maybe you know you deserve some kind of a lifestyle. You want to afford yourself. Guys, there's nothing wrong with wanting to afford yourself. You know that confidence that comes with you saying, I can afford myself. I can afford my family. There are goals, maybe there are goals that you've always wanted to achieve, but you just need money, but you didn't know where to get money. Maybe you want to pay off your bond, pay off your car, want to buy a car, or build your mother a house, or renovate your house. It doesn't matter, but that goal is valid. That's what I'm going to tell you. Maybe you like Nonhlanhla, you like traveling with your family, but then there are affordability issues. Maybe you are at the right place, because I'm going to share with you how these businesses have ordered me to be able to even take my moms to holidays. And when I say my mom is a twin. Before, I couldn't even, guys, take them to a mere restaurant, to Wimpy, to buy coffee. That's a promise. I couldn't afford to go to Wimpy. Because even if it happened, I can't remember. I don't remember even the day if it happened. I would go to Wimpy and start inspecting menu, look for the cheapest coffee. Then why would I put my family through so much drama, through so much stress, you know? Also, as I've said to you, maybe you want to start having those emergency savings, you know. So like right now, I just got a call today that my mom is not well and she's diabetic. And for me, I'm like, tomorrow morning, because I got a call very late, tomorrow morning I'm going to see my mom. So I remember there were times where things were not right at home. They will tell me there's an emergency. I will start now going around borrowing petrol money. So right now I'm no longer in that situation. If my parents need me, I just start my car and go. I don't have to start now borrowing money or thinking which credit card to use, because I have emergency savings. You know, they are, because guys, no matter how hard you can work, there will always be emergencies, especially where family is involved. That's my point. So maybe you are like Nonhlanhla, you want better education for your kids. I won't forget the pain where I went to that specific private school applying for my kids, and they told me very straight that I do not qualify with my income. And guess what? With the business that I do, my kids are going to that same private school. The business has afforded me to take my kids to that same private school that rejected me. You know, maybe you want to further your studies, but you don't qualify for a bursary. You just want to further your studies. Believe me, this business will allow you to do that. This business will give you that money to be able to afford your university or study fees, you know. And for me, before I would be stressed that what will happen when my son, for my son after matric, because I know he won't qualify for NSFAS. So obviously, all the university fees must come from me. And guess what? Because of the business, all is that sorted, and my son is going to university in 2027, and I'm excited. I'm actually looking forward to it. So before I used to think about it. That he's going to university, I did not even ever send. I would get stressed. I would wish that that year doesn't come. But guess what? Right now, I'm actually looking forward for the day I take my son to that university because I can afford right now. So we want extra income for different reasons. I don't know why you are here. I don't know why we need extra income, but all I'm going to tell you, your reason is valid. Your goals are valid. Wherever that made you to say, I'm leaving everything, I'm going to attend this session, that goal, that dream is valid and you can get it. And it's only up to you to make sure that it happens, So, what is this business I'm referring to? I know most of you have seen Forever Living products on the social media platforms. You have seen the Forever Living products from a lot of people. And a lot of people will say, I know Forever. No, you do not know the business side of it. Did you know that we're getting paid 4 times in a month? Did you know that I have a pay slip every month? Did you know that I'm a six-figure income earner because of the same business? So the business I'm referring to, it is a well-known business, Forever Living Products. Most people make a mistake by thinking that they understand, they know it, but no, there's a deeper business side of it. Let me tell you about Forever. Forever was founded in 1978 by the late Rex Mon, which tells you we are over 46 years in the business. It tells you about the experience. And in these 46 years, we were operating every year. We were getting our operating certification every year. There's no single year where they said you can't operate because you lack funds, you can't operate because there's a problem with the product. 46 years, it tells you about the experience of the company. And the headquarters, sorry about the spelling, is in Scottsdale. And the nice thing about Forever, we own the aloe vera farms. So there's no middleman. We don't rely on anyone to say, hi, please produce products for us. No, we own over 60% plantation of aloe vera in the whole world. So we are the biggest and largest grower of aloe vera plants in the whole world. So there will be no day where you wake up and they say, ish, there's no aloe. Ish, the aloe is finished, because we own over actually 65% of aloe vera plantation in the whole world. And our products are 100% organic. We are the Woolworths of the world. When something is organic, you can trust it. It's good for vegetarians, and also our products are halal approved, which means everyone can use our products. They are safe to be consumed, they are safe to be used by human beings. And what I love also, we distribute products in more than 140 countries. Guys, what does this tell you? You are not limited to run your business only in South Africa. I have a team in Namibia, actually a big team in Namibia, and I connected with all my team members from Namibia from social media. So, which tells you, if you want to expand your business to Zambia, Mozambique, America, Forever is there. And we have an online system for you. It doesn't mean you must personally be there for you to deliver the product, or you need to fly there to deliver the product. When you have a new business partner, you just register them online. And if you have a customer in Mozambique or Zimbabwe, you can just register them online. They get their products wherever they are without even you being there. I have customers in Botswana, I have customers in Lesotho, which tells you this business will allow you to be international only from your phone, using the online system. Because the minute you become part of the business, you get your own online store, which you can be able to access anyone all over the world. You send them the link, they can buy from that link, they can join your business from that link. And if Forever still remains the debt-free company and family-owned, there is no way you are under a debt-free company and you'll be having a lot of debt. They're also teaching us to remain debt-free. And I was talking to my ladies in Boxbeck last Friday, yes, that if you cannot afford it cash, then you don't afford it. You know, there are bigger things that need you to take credit, we understand. But those little things like cell phones, laptops, you know, Forever will teach you that if you can't buy that laptop cash or that cell phone cash, it means you don't afford it. You just leave it until you afford it or make enough money to afford it, you know. And the way Forever is so big, we own all the Forever resorts in South Africa, like Bad Plus, Lobskop Dam, Warm Bath. And as a member, anytime you go and visit the Forever Resort, you get 30% discount for you and your family. Guys, imagine you go to Warm Bath, you and your family, up to 8 people, you get 30% discount. When you go to Loscop Dam, so after this, please make a note. After this, just go to your Google and say Forever Resorts. And you can now start planning your Easter holidays. You go out with your family or your December holidays, you know. And our products are approved and certified by the government and the ALU Council. So that's why we are able to operate in over these 140 countries. And maybe some people will be like, what products do you have? What's your target market? I was speaking to this amazing lady today. She was asking me, what's your target market, Nonhlanhla? I was like, yeah, I don't have a target market. Everyone is my customer. Everyone is my target market. I think now from this slide, you can tell that everyone is your customer. We love everyone. The reason we say everyone is your customer, because we have ALU nutritional drinks. We have B product, which works as antibacterials, antibiotic. We have body care, skin care, hair care product. Who doesn't want to look good? You can even go and do research on your Google right now. Guys, if you're using Ali, your skin will glow. Just a pity I cannot switch on my camera. But guys, when you see me in person, my skin glows from head to toe because I'm using aloe vera. There's no way. And remember, aloe vera has got anti-aging properties, so you look good. And every time you tell people your age, they'll be like, you are lying. That's not your age. And every time you tell people how many kids you have, they'll be like, you are lying to us. Because aloe has got anti-aging properties. We have personal care, and personal care, there's men products, there's women products, there's kids product. Let me tell you about my family. We are all using Tooth from Forever because it's #1 in the world. We are using skincare products from Forever because my son used to have eczema, and right now it's gone because he's using aloe. You know, aloe has got those healing properties. So we also have weight management. Guys, people are big on weight management. How many people that you see going to gym every day, they want the product to supplement. They want the product to shape their body. We have people that want to lose weight, people that want to gain weight. They are all over the world. Let me talk about South Africa. There's over 57 million people in South Africa, and more than 30% of them, they take care of their weight every day. They're just looking for the right products to take. And we have nutritional supplements. With COVID taught us that even if you're not sick, take your product every day, take your vitamins every day. If you can come to my house, you'll be shocked. Everyone, when we wake up, we drink our aloe, we take our supplements. And I was talking to actually my sister today, saying to her, I can't remember the last time we went to the hospital. Actually, we were speaking about that because my son is visiting her, and he forgot. He went to the tap and drank water, and he's like, "Yo, I forgot that we don't drink tap water in Witbank. If you are in Witbank, you'll agree with me." So I was like to my sister, "There's no way I'm going to the doctor, guys. It's been more than 4 years. I don't know. I don't know the doctor's door because I'm taking my supplements. The immune system is strong. You know, it fights all the diseases or opportunistic diseases, you know. So we have products for everyone. Do not worry about target market. Everyone is your target market. And these products are good for taking care of your immune health, which is something amazing. So what is it that we do every day? Nonhlanhla, how come you are a six-figure income earner as a stay-at-home mom? How is that possible? Guys, I left my 9 to 5 job and I'm still happy. Let me tell you this. I am not looking for a job. I don't even know where's my CV, and I'm not looking for it. And it does not mean your dreams are like Nonhlanhla. Nonhlanhla loves being a stay-at-home mom. Like our guest speaker after me, Zanele, she's a radiographer by profession. She's doing the business part-time, but she's a manager in the business. So all I'm saying, have goals, have dreams. If you love your job, you just need extra income, this is for you. Maybe you want to be like Nonhlanhla in future, retire at the age of 30. It's doable. Guys, Forever is paying me 4 times of what I was getting at work. And most importantly, I'm now spending more time with my kids. I'm here at home. Kids are visiting my sister. Tomorrow I'm driving to see my mom in KZN. I have time freedom. I decide how to use my 24 hours without even worrying about petrol money, worrying about my finances. I just decide on the things that I want to do, not the things that I'm forced to do. So what is it that you do? There is no way you are in this business and you don't look good. No ways, because you use the products. You become your own best customer. Aloe is number one when it comes to your health, your hair, your skin, your well-being. Google it. And the nice thing is that we are using number one aloe with the most nutritious one, which is the aloe papatensis mila. It's not the one that you have at the back of your house or the one that you have at your coco's house. No, this one you don't find it just anyway. It is the aloe papatensis mila with the most important benefit or most powerful benefits. So I use the products. My family uses the products because they are powerful. And obviously, when you come to my house, you're gonna use the products because they are amazing. So you know what? And the minute you use something that is working, there's no way you're gonna keep quiet about it. You're gonna tell your grandfather, your grandma, your sister, your aunt, and there's no way you're gonna keep quiet when you meet someone with a skin problem, when you meet someone with the knee problem. You'll be like, I have the best product for you. Guys, we were born, like it's in our nature to share the good things. Treat it like you're going to that new beautiful restaurant and you eat a nice pizza or a nice burger. There's no way you're going to keep quiet about it. First of all, you're going to take a picture. Secondly, you're going to tell your family about it. Yo, next time we are going to this restaurant. Same with our business. We have number one products. We use them. You tell the whole world about the whole world about how powerful are our products. You share the product benefits. And when you share the product benefits, you make money. When you use the product, you look good, you feel good. So you just have to develop 20 to 30 regular customers every month. And don't say to yourself, but where am I going to get 20 to 30 regular customers? We have over 57 million people in South Africa, and you have your cell phone that gives you the people that are looking for what you want. Guys, my business, I totally run it from social media. My customers are from social media. Tomorrow, I'm going to send out products that are worth 5,000, and all those customers are from social media. I've never seen them in person. I was in Northbridge on Saturday. All the people that came there, it was the first time me seeing them. On Friday, I hosted a session at Boxburg. I had over 20 ladies, 15 or 20 ladies. It was the first time meeting all of them, and I connected with them on social media. So the minute you become part of the business, remember this, we are going to coach you, we are going to mentor you on how to get those customers, on what the product does, on how to use your social media, how to approach people that are in the business that will tell you every day for 1 hour you're going to get a training Monday to Friday. Every single day you get a training on how to use your social media to run your business. Imagine, guys, every day for 1 hour you're going to be getting a training on how to use your social media. So maybe even if you have other businesses, you can use that knowledge to grow those businesses in social media. You know, the third thing that I do, I build a team. This company helped me to retire at the age of 30. This company helped me to pay off my loans in 3 years after joining it. So why would I keep quiet? Why would I be greedy and not share it with other people? So my job is to help more people. I don't know what you're going through, but my job today is to share with you how this business can change your life, how this business can help you take your goals. You talk to people about the opportunity. Remember, it's in our nature to share good things. Because of what it has done for me, I'm sharing it with excitement, with confidence, because I know the minute you start, your life will never be the same. You find 5 key people to work with because there are so many people that have dreams and goals, but they're not ready to stand up and work towards them. They are just comfortable with I'll see next year, I'll see next month. You know, so work with 5 key people that are ready to go for their goals, you know. And then after coming into our business, you're not going to just come here, have to figure out what you need to do. We are going to coach you. We are going to mentor you so that you can also be able to coach and coach your team to develop 20 to 30 customers and also find your 5 key people to work with. It's one business with 3 areas of income. Let me tell you something you didn't know. From just profit at an entry level, you can make a minimum of 6,000. I don't make 6,000. I don't remember the last time I made 6,000. I don't make a profit less than 20,000 per month. I promise you, I do not. I cannot, because if I can be able to sell 3,000 per day using my phone, why would I just be comfortable with 6,000? Because every month I increase my goals. I have bigger goals, you know. Bare minimum, I promise you, When you're doing your 4CCs, which I'm going to talk about, you will make a profit of 6,000. Wouldn't 6,000 monthly extra make a difference in your life right now? I promise you, there's a lot that you can do with an extra 6,000. And the minute you start opening your mouth, you share the business opportunity. Let me show you this. You share the business opportunity with someone. It can be with your sister or your cousin or your aunt, the company, and that person joins the business. The company will pay you 1,623. For every person that joins your business, the company will pay you a thank you once-off referral bonus that is worth 1,623. Guys, imagine if you come into the business this week and you have 10 people, you share the business opportunity with them, they buy their first stock. They pay you this money before even they start working on the business. They just pay you this money just to say thank you. You have someone who started the business. So it means this month, if you come in the business this month, you introduce 10 people. Do you know that's 16,000 in just that 1 month? The more you change lives, the company pays you for doing this. How many times have you shared posts from other people? How many times have you shared things with your, I'm using a cream from where? Oh, this really helped me, but you don't get paid for it. So here, you share the product benefit, you make money. You share the business opportunity, you get paid. You literally get paid for helping people, which is something we do every day. We recommend things to people, but we don't get paid for it. In Forever, you open your mouth, you change your life, you make money. So you become someone's destiny helper, and then you make money from it. It doesn't end there. You teach your team to do the same, to share the business opportunity, to also make money through recommending the products. As a business developer, per month, you'll be making a minimum of 10,000 to 43,000 plus. I told you guys, I'm a six-figure earner because I'm a senior manager in the business. So there's no limit. Your effort will pay you. What you put in will pay you. There's no basic salary here. If you come in this month and you say, I want to earn 20,000, your points, what you do will determine your income. So guys, this is what I love the most. There's no way I'm going to keep quiet about this. It's one business. We get paid 4 times in a month. Every month on the 1st, we get paid recruitment bonus. Every month on the 11th. Guys, there's no time to be break here. Can I tell you something? Those that are in the business already, can you please type a 1? Those are already in the business, can you kindly type a 1? Because I want you to testify on what I'm going to say right now. If you're in the business already, can you type a 1 for me? So on the 11th, we get recruiting bonus. On the 15th, we get performance bonus. On the 15th, you get paid. Imagine, guys, you get paid for buying the product. They don't even ask you if you sold those products, if you use them. As long as the system shows that you bought the product, on the 15th, you get paid for buying the product on top of your profit. Can you imagine? On the 1st of every month, you get paid recruiting bonus. So every 10th day, you're going to get paid for people that you introduce in the business. How amazing is that? And on the 15th, you get paid for buying your own product, and you also get paid for your team's performance. So on the 15th, you get paid for the fact that you bought the product, and you get paid for the fact that your team bought the product. So guys, tell me if I'm lying. We got paid again today because on the 11th was a holiday. So the payments, and we also don't get paid over the weekend for the recruitment bonus. Today we got paid. You see, I was just showing you that we have people that are in the business here. They will tell you if I'm lying. So we got paid again today. Guys, can you press a yes? Can you tap a yes if you saw my income for today? So we get paid 4 times in a month. Imagine a stay-at-home mom who gets paid 4 times in a month. And from full member level, you get a pay slip every month on the 5th. A pay slip that you can use to buy a house, to buy a car, to go and apply for a medical aid, to go and apply for your kids in that specific private school. Guys, because Forever is legit, you can use that pay slip to go and apply for a car. So imagine if you are working and you still get a Forever pay slip. What does that say? And imagine I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a pay slip. I have actually a medical aid as a stay-at-home mom. I applied for that for my medical aid using the same Forever pay slip because it's legit. Do you get me? So we tend to look down on the power of extra income. Thank you so much, guys, for testifying that I'm telling the truth. So the mistake that we do as people, we look down on extra income. Let me tell you something. There is so much power in extra income because this is the money you did not have before. This is the money you never budgeted for. This is the money that just came to you. So guys, let me make an example. In these 3 months, let's say you are making 1,500 just extra. You are making 1,500 extra. Look at this. In the next 3 months, you'll be having 4.5 in your savings or in your account. Or let's say you are making 3,000 extra. I'm just showing you the power of extra income. Let's say you are making only 3,000 rand per month. In the next 3 months, how much are you having? That's 9K. Remember, I said to you, the bare minimum profit at an entry level you can make as a full member is 6,000 per month. So imagine you start now the business, you make 6,000 from this month. In the next 3 months, it's which month is this? It is March, April, May. In May, you'll have 18,000. Then you can start paying off that credit card. You can start paying off that Edgar's account so that they can stop calling you non-stop. The first thing I did when I joined the business, I made sure I pay off my loans, including my husband's loans. So what we did, we printed out our statements, our loan statements. Then we decided, okay, per month we are paying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did not have now to reverse debit orders. We did not have now to wake up at 5 to 12 midnight to transfer the salary. Imagine you are being a thief in your own salary. Yeah, guys, being broke will make you do things that are not right. Yeah, let me just say, will make you think things that are not okay, they are okay. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. So imagine you make 6,000 per month, just a second, fam. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take my charger. Sorry about that. My battery was low. I didn't realize it. I'm really sorry. So imagine you're making 6,000 from this month. Guys, you start paying off all those things that are bothering you, that are making you not to sleep at night. Do you get my point? You will stop now avoiding those 086 or 011 numbers. No. How does Forever measure our growth in the business? We use the point system. Ladies, I know you are here. I know you are big on this one. It's like your clicks card. Every time when you go to clicks, you present the clicks card. When you buy, you get points. So same with our business. We have a point system. So the minute you join the business, you're gonna get your specific business owner number. So every time you buy, you're gonna use your Forever Business Owner number, FBO number. So whatever you're going to buy, you are getting points. So each and every product has got points attached to it. So every product has got different points based on the amount of the product, based on the price on the product, So like our famous aloe vera gel, it's 560. It has got 0.102 points. We call those product points CCs. Our jelly, the one that we use for our skin and for our hair, it costs 320. You see, it costs less than the aloe, so the CCs are 0.60, 0.060. So I don't want you to stress and take pen and paper to start calculating points, CCs. When you join the business, you're going to get your login details. Every time you log in, you will see how many points or CCs you have for that specific month or specific day. So for you to get paid monthly, you just need to do a minimum of 4 points, which is 4 CCs. You do the 4 CCs by buying the product. It doesn't matter if you use them or you sell them. As long as the system shows that you bought the product under your distributor number, those are your product points or CCs. You also get CCs when you introduce someone in the business. Whenever you recruit someone, they join under you. Their points will reflect under their name and also under your name. So you do your 4 CCs through recruiting and also through buying the product. It doesn't matter if you sell them or you use them. So when you hear me talking about CCs, it is our Forever Global Currency or our language that we use, but we basically mean product points. So you get those product points when your team buys, when you also buy the product. This is how I'm going to show you how you can make 9,000 in just 1 month of joining the business. So we could use an assistant supervisor level, a full member level. When you sell one aloe vera gel, our famous bottle, our top selling bottle, your profit is 161. When you sell 2 of these aloe vera bottles, remember you're going to get trainings of what the aloe does, what the product does. So do not stress about that. When you sell two, even tomorrow we have a product training. So even if you haven't joined the business, we can add you on that product training so that you can get more knowledge about the product. Imagine, even if you haven't joined, you're still going to get the training about the product. So when you sell two aloe vera gels, your profit, guys, I'm not talking about the money you use to buy the product. I'm talking about your own profit. This is the profit. So your profit is 323. So when you do that as a business owner, every month you buy two, not every month, every day you sell Monday to Friday. Maybe you're taking a break over the weekend. Monday to Friday, every day you're selling two aloe bottles. Your profit in 1 week will be 1.6. Guys, are you telling me an extra 1.6 per week won't make a difference? How? You can even start paying off those little things, man. You know, you can even start pouring full tank every week in your car. You won't have petrol issues. And guess what? If you do this, selling two aloe bottles Monday to Friday, in 4 weeks, your profit will be 6.4. You see what I meant when I said the minimum, bare minimum you can make on profit is 6,000 per month, 6.4, and you are already on 4 CCs by just when you are doing your 4 CCs that I spoke about, your profit is 6.4. Guys, you can even go and apply for that car. Even if you want that Smolanyana car, I promise you, you can start going to apply for that car as long as there's proof that your profit is coming into your account. That's the thing. And you need to be very disciplined. We do not eat the capital. We do not eat the stock money. The money you can use, it's your profit. But believe me, when you're at an entry level, you should be duplicating that money. So you now go, sorry about this, you now go and introduce your cousin in the business. Your cousin joins the business with this box. It now went up this month. That's why I'm saying sorry about this. When you introduce your cousin or whoever in your business, they join with this full member combo. The company pays you 1,625. That's why I'm saying sorry about this, because I thought I updated it. So imagine for every person that joins your business, they pay you 1,625. And then on the 15th, as a full member, the company will pay you for buying these products. Remember, on top of this profit, they pay you on the 15th 5% of the amount you spent buying your 4 CCs. Guys, you get paid monthly for just buying the product on top of this 4 CC, on top of this 6.4 profit. And remember, they pay you 1,625 for introducing your cousin in the business. On the 15th, they also pay you 5% of the amount that your cousin bought with. So for everything you do in our business, you get paid twice. You make a profit, you get paid on the 15th for buying. You recruit someone, within 10 days, you get paid 1,625. Also on the 15th, you get 5% for what your cousin bought. Guys, in 1 month, you're going to make over 9,200 in just 1 month, and that's 6 CCs for your month. So how do you become part of this amazing business opportunity? There is no way you can start a business without a capital. Even if you want to sell fed cakes, you need to go and buy flour, use sugar, use electricity. So there's no way you can start any business without a capital. I'm being honest with you. But what I love with Forever, there's no admin fee, there's no joining fee, there's no registration fee. You only become a member by buying this first package of product. Remember, which means after selling this product, your money is going to come back to you plus profit. So you're not losing anything. So you can choose to start the business with half membership or full membership. What is the difference? When you're a half member, your only profit is 5%. You only get 5% discount from the normal selling price. All over the world, you will use one selling price. So you're not going to just come here and start having your own prices. No, it's a company. We have a company policy. We only use one price list. So when from the normal customer price list, you're not going to buy with that customer price list, but from the normal selling price, you're going to get 5% discount. So already these amounts are discounted. Remember, with these amounts, you are buying the product. Half membership, you can choose to buy the minimum package, which is 1,550 or 2.5 or 5,000. All I'm going to say to you, if you buy anything, when you start less than 7,000 automatically, you are a half member as case. And the only benefit as a half member is that 5% profit. But there are instances where you only have this amount, there's nothing you can do. But the company says, it's okay, Nonhlanhla, you can start as a half member, but as long as within 2 months, under your name, you can buy with a total of 10,000, we will promote you to full member. So if you start with half membership, you have 2 months to buy with 10,000 under your name. But remember, whenever you buy, you still get your 5% profit. So you're still not losing anything. So for instance, you joined with 5,000 rand. So you need to buy twice within 2 months with the same amount or even more to get to 10,000 within 2 months. Do you get my point? This is the combo that you see on the picture. I always recommend it because you get to full member lesser. This combo is on special. It's what you see on the picture. This is where the company prepared the top 10 selling product. With these top 10 selling products, you don't get to choose what you want. They have prepared for you our top 10 selling products. There are 25 inside. This combo, it costs 7,110. The minute you buy this combo, same time the system updates, you become a full member. So for me, you save a lot of money here. You become a full member same time by 7.1. Then you getting to full member with a bigger amount, which is 10,000 rand. So with this one, you save a lot of money. But there are instances where you really don't have the 7.1. Then you go for the half membership. But just know that you have 2 months to get to 10,000 rand for you to reach full membership. Why are we talking a lot about full membership? Remember I said to you, when you join the business, you become a preferred customer, a half member. Your only benefits, that's why it's even in the red zone, it's only 5% profit. But guess what? The minute you become a full member, you get promoted, your discount becomes 30%. Guys, imagine so much profit from 5% discount to 30% discount. And that's when now you start getting paid for introducing people in the business. When you're a half member, you can't introduce people in the business. You can't build a team because it means you only have one leg in. So you need to make sure that you are a full member. You start introducing people in your business. You get paid that 1,625 every time you introduce someone. You start getting paid 4 times per month when you have people that joined within those 30 days every 10th day. And you also get paid monthly for buying the product. You also get paid as a full member monthly for your team buying the product. That's when you also start getting your pay slip monthly. So supervisor level, you need to do 25 cc's in a space of 2 months. Guys, look at this. The more you move up, the more discount you are getting. Your discount is 38%. Assistant manager level. Remember, you do these product points with your team. You need to do 75 cc's in a space of 2 months. Your discount is now 43%. The more you move up, the more money you are making. Manager level, you even have 2 options. I'm going to tell you this. The minute you join the business, just go to manager, guys. This is the world of honey and milk. This is where the money is. I'm going to show you how much average you can make when you're a manager. You can decide to do 120 cc's in a space of 2 months with your team, or 150 cc's in a space of 4 months with your team, because this is the world of honey and milk. So this is the full membership we spoke about. You remember 30% discount every time you buy products. This is more profit for you. And every month on the 15th, you get paid 5% for buying the product. Also, every month on the 15th, you get paid 5% when your team buys product. That's a full member level. Supervisor level, you need 25 cc's, typically 3 to 5 people in your team. Remember, your team cc's, they also count under you. Guys, look at this. The average income now as a supervisor is over 11,000. I became a supervisor in just 4 weeks of joining the business. And mind you, I was still working 7 to 4. For me, when I got my first supervisor income, I was like, no ways, I'm going for more. And look at the discount. This discount is now 38%, which is also more profit for you. Assistant manager level, you need 75 cc's. On my second month of being in the business, I was an assistant manager. Average income as an assistant manager is 17,000. Guys, wouldn't an extra 17,000 right now in your life make a difference? Can you think bigger? Can you dream bigger? On my second month, I got over 17,000. We say average income because if you do more cc's, if you do more product points, you're going to get more than this. So there's no basic income. So your discount is 43%. Look at manager level. There's even 2 ways of getting here. My 3rd month of being in the business, I was a manager. And remember, I was still working 7 to 4 at the mine. 120. So imagine, guys, you are working. The business is giving you extra 43,000. It's a lot of money. That's how when I started paying off my loans. 3 years later, in 2019, after paying off my loans, I was 30 years old. I decided to retire, and I'm still happy. I'm a gracious stay-at-home mom, a gracious stay-at-home wife. The average income, 43,000. Average, guys. You can be a manager that earns more than that or even less than that. It's based on your sisters. Discount, 48%. We are on the last part of the presentation. We have car incentive. Guys, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I get a car incentive every month or car allowance. They don't force you to go and buy a car, but they pay it to your account every month for 3 years. What happens when the 3 years end? You can requalify. So if you do these product points, this is what you're going to get. Your month one, you do 50 cc's for level one. Your month two, 100 cc's. Your month three, remember with your team, you do 150 cc's. I'm on level one car incentive. They don't force you to go and buy a car. They don't buy a car for you. They pay this amount in your account. Level two, it's 10,000 extra every month for 3 years. Level three, it is 13,000 extra in your account every month, and you see it in your payslip. Then we have leadership income. Forever says, whenever you raise a manager, we're going to pay you. So for every person that joins under you and they become a manager, like for myself, I'm a senior manager. Forever says, Nonhlanhla, go, I directly have 4 managers under me. For every manager, as long as they're doing their 66s, whenever you coach and raise a manager, we are paying you 17,000 extra. So coaching your team is part of the business. You're not losing anything. We also have 2 free international trips every year. When you qualify for these trips, for you to even qualify, you need to become a manager. Guys, when I joined the business, my husband and I did not even have passports. So these are the incentives. And the more you're in the business, you'll learn more about them. What I love about these trips, it is the fact that you get a flight ticket for free, you get traveling allowance, you get accommodation for free, and it's not only for you. They pay for you when you qualify and you plus one. They pay for you and your partner. You will choose if your partner will be your sister or your cousin or your aunt. I really did not know I can ever qualify for these trips, but I've been to over 8 countries. You can see this is New York City. When you see this yellow car, this was me in Mexico, this was me in Thailand, this was me in Qatar. If I can count all these countries, you'll be like, yo, Mughal. So we all join forever for different reasons. But all I'm going to say to you, your dreams are valid. Last but not least, we get annual bonuses. And for you to even qualify for this one, you need to be a manager, where the company every year sits down, calculates their profit, and they share it with their top performing forever business owners. Imagine, guys, so many incomes in just one business. And thank you so much for your attention. Right now, I'm going to give it to our guest speaker, who's got a testimony to share. And I know you're going to learn a lot from her. She's only 15 months in the business, achieved so much. She's doing the business part-time. And yes, she's a photographer by profession. She's also a manager in the business. And I'm looking forward to welcoming you all into this amazing business opportunity. Zanele, our guest speaker, is here. Let me make you host, and then from there, when you are done, you make me a host to close.
Thank you so much, Senior. Hello, everyone. Can you guys see me? I mean, I love to be seen. I love to be seen. My network is stable. So can you guys see me? If you can see me, please just type in a 0 there in the chat so I know that I am clear. And am I audible? Can you guys hear me? What an amazing presentation that was. I still get goosebumps, guys, to this day. 15 months in the business, I still feel like I am always hearing about this business for the very first time, and I'm like, I really need this. I wish I had started this business a few years ago. When I turned 35, I was really miserable. I felt like I wasted 5 years of my life from the age of 30, because when you're 30, you actually start realizing that, you're growing, you're almost at 40. So it looks very close to getting to 40. And for me, that was a turnaround point, and I wish I had actually gotten this business way earlier than that. But nonetheless, God's time is always the best time. So guys, just give me a few minutes of your time as I actually take you through my business journey. It's been 15 months in the business, and it's been a crazy 15 months. So I'm quickly going to share my screen so we can get started. All right. Can you guys see my screen? Please type in the chats for me so I know that you guys are seeing my screen. Thank you so much. Type in just a yes, we can see, yes, we can see. Thank you guys. Are we still alive? Are we still here? Are we still energetic, guys? Are we happy to be hearing about this amazing business? I know Forever is trending on TikTok. I know everybody is like, yo, we are so done with this business. But to be honest with you guys, as long as your situation has not changed, you cannot be done with opportunities, not with this opportunity, especially. So for me, I feel like this opportunity came at a time where my mindset was ready for it. Personally, I am a full-time diagnostic radiographer. Zanele Ndlovu by name. I'm a wife and a mom of 2 boys. I'm also a foster parent. I am a self-made personal development coach. What that means is I have always been driven by a life of purpose and fulfillment. So for me, I've always been positive even around storms. For me, I've always saw myself as somebody who can actually, conquer the world. I wanted more for myself. I believed I deserved more, and I was ready to put in the work for the more that I wanted. So I've always been driven by a goal. I've always been driven by a life of passion and fulfillment. I wanted to know my potentials. I wanted to know what I can do better. I wanted to grow into something better. And most of all, I love empowering people. I love seeing people get out of their comfort zone. I love seeing people become the best versions of themselves. I love people, who say, I am tired of being in this position. I just want to get out, and then wake them up or wake their way out of that situation. I am very repellent to people who are negative. Unfortunately, that is just me, whether family or not. I always stay away from people who are negative, because for me, I feel like you are not building me. You are not taking me forward. I've got my own share of life's issues. I don't need you to be negative on that, because I'm trying to bypass that. So if you are like me, if you're somebody who says, you know what, I am tired of being surrounded by negativity, I am tired of being negative myself, because that does happen as well. We become our own worst enemy. So if you are tired of being negative, if you are tired of being surrounded by negativity, if you are tired of being in the same place every single year and you just feel like you're not going anywhere, should you decide to move forward in your life pursuing anything, you always find yourself moving 10 steps backwards, because you cannot keep up with the momentum of building a life of passion, of purpose, and fulfillment. If that is you, I want you to type a hashtag in there. I am tired of being surrounded by negative people. I am tired of being a negative person. If you are trust me, it is completely safe in this place for you to type that hashtag. Why? Because the minute you start confessing that with yourself, the minute you start admitting that it is time for you to move and grow away from what is keeping you stagnant, you are actually going to manifest that which you want. Remember, whatever we say with our mouth, we actually manifest. So there's power in what you say about yourself. Circumstances will never change. Problems will always be there. Trust me, our parents are still going through the most today. 36 years, my mom is still struggling. 36 years of my life, my mom is still trying to push this life thing. So there are some things that are really out of our control. They are out of our means. We cannot change it. However, we have the power to change how we think. And when that happens, trust me, your whole paradigm shifts. So I'm here to show you how my life changed when I started this Forever business. I was just like you. I thought probably this was too overrated. However, for me, it was even different, because it was actually the first time that I was hearing about the Forever business when I attended a presentation. It was in person. Unlike you guys, you are so fortunate that you are attending this meeting right from the comfort of your home. For me, I really had to take myself out of my comfort zone and go and attend this business presentation, which was actually in my town. So just a little bit of background before I go forward. For me as a professional, I did mention that I am a diagnostic radiographer. Guys, I have been a radiographer since 2010, if I'm not mistaken. During the World Cup, I was running up and down with casualties. So I've been a radiographer for almost 14 years now. And in my family, I was the go-to person. I don't know if there are those go-to person where you should not be in depression. You should not have anxiety. You should not be stressed. You should literally not feel like you are over your head. Everyone expects you to always be on your toes. Everyone is expecting you to give them answers. Everyone is expecting you to be that helpmeet that you have to be. And you sometimes you just couldn't. But I was that, and I had to live up to that all the time, because now that I'm from school, now that I'm the first graduate in my family, you feel like you need to shrink so that everyone else can sort of like feel like you are in the same level. You cannot get yourself up. You cannot go after more of what you want, because there are those that are just around you who don't have that opportunity for them to be or pursue who they want to be. So you sort of shrink yourself down, and you sort of like, oh yes, I will do that. Oh yes, I will give you money. Oh yes, I will buy that shoes. You know, you sort of want to accommodate everyone so that no one feels inferior whenever they are around you. So for me, that was my type of life. Literally people will tell you, yo, Zanele, what would we do if you were not in this family? And somehow I feel like sometimes I would pray and say, like, God, maybe just take me, because I don't have anyone to run to. I don't have anyone to talk to. I don't have anyone to cry to. Everyone is crying to me. And every time I try to cry out, everyone will tell me, oh, but you've got it right. When you are working, you've got a degree. What more do you want? You've got a fancy title of your job. So guys, like, it's been a roller coaster. And I know in here, there are people that actually feel like that, like the title of your work literally tells people, when you should not be suffering. You shouldn't be going through issues. You should not have any means of you feeling like you are stressed or in over your head. And with that being said, that was family matters. I still have to face up with work stress. I still have to face up with the fact that I'm not fully fulfilled with what I'm doing. This is my first and last degree that I actually had, and I wish to pursue more, but because of the responsibilities that I have, because of the people that are around me, that I feel like if I keep pursuing more, they will feel like I'm trying to actually outrun them, and actually be better than them in whatever form they may want to actually explain that. So I have work stress. I am unfulfilled with what I'm doing. I know deep down that God has called me for much more than this. I know deep down that God has called me to help people out of the same situation that I'm in. I believe that every time you are in a predicament, every time you're in a problem, anytime you are faced with challenges, it is because God is equipping you so you can actually be the Moses of others. So for me, I felt like, okay, I just need to teach myself how to be strong. I need to teach myself how to be positive. I need to teach myself how to pursue life, even when I don't know what I'm doing or I don't have a direction. So I kept working very hard. I did extra hours. I tried to build the life that I thought I would be able to afford. I had less time with my family. I was in debt because I am trying to be everybody's superhero. I had no savings plan for my family. I had no education plan for my family, for my children. So for me, that was kind of like, okay, so this is the life that I'm living. And if no one knows about it, remember, this is you in your time, in your privacy, and you are looking at your pay slip, you are looking at the bank balance, and you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And immediately that happens, usually then your mom calls or your sister calls or your brother calls and they need money for something. And you just feel like this is all too much. So I had nothing for me, but everything for everyone else, And I thought maybe that's the life that God actually wants me to live. But in some way, it actually is a hurtful life because I am no longer fulfilled. I can't be the person I really want to be. And then my life changed. Now, I've been a person that has been busy with a lot of things. If you know me, if you are close to me, you would know Zanele is a go-getter. Zanele is a hard worker. I would do anything to get myself back up again. So I've done a lot of things, and a lot of things did work for a few days, a few months, but there was nothing that was long lasting. So when I met this opportunity, I actually saw a post on Instagram by my now manager, senior manager Nonhlanhla, who was presenting this amazing opportunity to us. And the poster was simply saying personal development and extra income. And at that time, I was just starting my personal development coaching business. I had just registered my company. So I was really looking to like, okay, I need to get connected with people that are in personal development. It's so expensive to get personal development coaching. It's so expensive to have a coach in your life or a mentor in your life that would actually help you build a personal development business. So I thought if I connected with people like that, I would actually start getting the funding that I needed. Guys, we all want funding for a business we are all dreaming about. So I also thought that as well. And then I inboxed her and I told her, listen, I'm interested in this. I just want to come, meet up with people. And she was like, okay, no, just come through. And I did. And like you, I came into a business presentation and they were talking about this amazing business called Forever. At that time, trust me, it didn't sound amazing to me because it was all of a shock. It was a surprise, like, what? So I had my sister with me. Now, the other thing that was even more, I think that was God's timing, it's that this presentation was exactly on my birthday. The 12th of November is my birthday. I was turning 35 years on that day. Guys, I was like, on my day, I go sit at a business presentation. Like I took it up because I didn't know. Ne? I thought it would say, okay, I'm gonna go there. It's gonna be like a nice business setup. I'll be, handing out my business card and tell people, oh, listen, I'm a personal development coach. So I thought I was gonna meet coaches, but then I get there and this beautiful lady, well dressed, well presentable. She was telling us about the business opportunity called Forever. I know Forever. I know the name. I've seen once the aloe vera gel bottle because my mom, guys, I think we all come back from there. My mom type, especially the teachers. My mom's a teacher, so there was nothing that passed by the teachers at that time. So I knew that I was with my sister on that day. I love this picture a lot because this picture is exactly the day of the presentation that was taken. So it was me and my sister. So this is me and this is my sister. So I was like, okay, because my birthday, maybe after the presentation we'll have lunch, but I was really broke at the time. And now imagine I'm inviting my sister, I'm broke, she's broke. She's expecting me to buy her lunch. It's my birthday. So like it was just a whole chaotic day. Nonetheless, we met a lot of lovely people and the business was presented to us. And on that day, I remember asking my sister right there and there, and I'm like, would you join this? Now, guys, a part of me was wishing and praying she would say yes. Why? Because she's part of the family member that I have to look after. You understand? So in me, I'm thinking, if she says yes, it's going to be less stress. I'll be able to help her. I can put in extra hours just so she can be able to buy the product. I'll help her to sell. I was really thinking about her, not even me. And then she says, no, this is not my thing. And I'm like, guys, have you ever wished that family member of yours that is always asking you for 2 rand could actually say, what can I sell for you so I can make money? Like, is it only me? Is it only me, guys? Because I really felt like that. I felt like, you're kidding me. We are broke. How can you say no to an opportunity? And for me, it's also because I've already tried a lot of opportunities. I was actually tired when I had the Forever business opportunity. So I thought, like, you know what? I'm ready to live with what I have. I'm not going to try anything else again. I was really set at that. But when I sat down and I looked at her saying no, it means I'm still stuck with having to take care of everyone else. So I had to make a decision that was actually going to be beneficial for me, my health, and my pocket. So on the 30th of November, I decided to say yes to the business. I joined the business. And okay, before I said yes to the business, this picture, guys, this picture is going to be a surprise to my sister because she's online. She's in the presentation. Nonetheless, I showed her this picture a couple of weeks back and I'm like, Donna, look at you. So this was the day after the presentation that was done after I had joined. It was in January 2024. It was her birthday weekend, guys. These are all my sisters. We were here. I had just gone to attend a business presentation, same presentation. I was already a member here. So I went from her birthday weekend on a Saturday. I left my sisters and I went to attend the business presentation. And then I came back and I had some of my products with me. So they were the first people that I actually presented to. Now, the same sister of mine says, I am not interested. And just the setting for me was like, you know what, this is it, girl. I'm going to use this picture on my presentation because this is going to be a memory of how this business has actually really transformed our lives. You can see by the way she's seated, guys, like, Ugel does not want anything to do with this. So anyway, I was still praying and hoping that at least then she would help me, because on the day of the presentation, what we discussed was that, okay, I would join and then she would actually try using the products and see if they work. So she was going to be my guinea pig. That's how we became partners in the business. So for me, I love this because a person's 360-degree turn can happen at any time. Never give up on your people, never give up on your family, never give up on the people that you love, because God is about to change everything about them and everything about what you do. So for me, joining the business on the 30th of November basically came back to one thing. I was 35 years old, looking towards the 5 year to my 40s, and I was wondering, what on earth am I going to say to my children when they have to go to university? What am I going to say to my kids when, you know, they have to go to high school? I have a young one that has to go to high school. So it was crazy, guys. And I came and I thought, you know what, I need a 5 year plan. I failed. I literally have a video on TikTok on my profile where I talk about how I failed myself the past 5 years. I shared that video on my birthday because I really feel like I failed my 5 years from 30 to 35. I have nothing to show of it. So I wanted to correct that mistake and say, I want to do something. I want to build something. Now I'm being intentional and purposeful. Remember, I am a self-made personal development coach, but I'm a coach that actually fails herself. So I needed to improve on that. If I'm going to do what God has called me to do, it has to start with me. So for me, joining the business was more about, I need to have a 5 year plan for me and my family. My son is going to be going to university in the next 4 years. So we needed something to back us up. Both me and my husband, we are professionals. So there's no way that our kids are actually going to be able to afford or to get enough SARS. All of our kids go to private schools. Our payslip do not allow us per government rules that they qualify for any government funding. So girl husband had to make a plan. Another thing that was for me a while I joined the business was that I wanted to be a Proverbs 31 type of woman. A Proverbs 31 type of woman is a woman who took care of her household, irregardless of whether she's got helpers or not, but the fact that she wakes up every day with an intention to, I don't want my family to suffer. She was a businesswoman, guys. If you would read thoroughly the Proverbs 31 woman, you would realize that woman was a woman of character. That woman was a woman who was business-minded. She was an entrepreneur. The Bible does not use that name, but today we name her an entrepreneur. So I wanted to be that. I wanted to be the wife that my husband would come to fulfilled, knowing that the household is taken care of. And another thing, guys, I'm going to whisper this because I know my husband is just in the other room now. I also wanted him to know that even if he decides to leave me, girl is not going to be broke. I'm not going to suffer, you know. Settlements, divorce, whatnot, no, they cannot be a concern for me. But nonetheless, God is keeping us. I believe that that is not going to happen. 9 years in marriage and we are happy. So I wanted to be that kind of helper. I wanted to be the helpmeet that God has intended for me to be with my husband, and also give my children the deserving life that they actually need. Guys, I want my kids to see the world. I want my kids to travel. I want my kids to experience anything. I actually want my kids to say, Mama, if I want to take a gap year, I can take a gap year. Can we afford a gap year? Yes, give the child a break. They deserve to travel. So for me, that was the life that I wanted. So this is my forever story. It's going to be a short journey, a story in the business before I go into what this business has done for me. I joined, like I said, on the 12th of November, which was my 35th birthday. And on the 30th, I became a full, I attended the presentation on the 12th. And on the 30th, I was a full forever business owner. That is a half member. My senior was talking about that, a preferred customer, that red circle where we all go join in because we are not sure if this business is going to work for us or not. I was also like that. Halfway into December, I decided to level up, and I bought the statutory combo, became an assistant supervisor. From December, I started meeting the requirements of the business and did my 4CC. She explained what that is. That is how you get paid. She told me that, Zanele, if you want to get paid in January the 15th, you need to do your 4CC. So for me, January the 15th, I'm always broke because the last pay I would have gotten would be the 18th of December. So the next payday would have been January the 26th. So getting paid on the 15th was like, this is why I joined the business in the first place. I need the money. So I did what was required of me. I pushed and I actually did my first 4CC in the month of December. August 2024, I became a supervisor in the business. November 2024, I became an assistant manager. Guys, I was chasing the money. I was chasing the money. And this year in January, I closed my manager level. So I am in the land of milk and honey. I found my Canaan, guys, and I am ready to help everyone else get to Canaan. Nothing is impossible to her who believes, and that is me and you and him. So if you're here and you're a him and you believe that you too deserve the life that you want for yourself and for your family, this is the business for you. So basically what this business has done since we joined, you heard my senior saying when you join the business, use the product, love the product. So for me, one of the complicating things was that because I have a good body already, I don't have umkaba, I'm not, big, I already had an okay skin, I did not have a lot of skin problems. So it was more of a complication, like, how am I going to testify on this product? Because even my sister would tell me, you don't have a problem, even if I would say, yo, umkaba, they'll be like, way. So it was very difficult for me to actually say that, okay, I'm going to be a testimony, especially for something that people can see physically. So for me, what I actually took was the multi-marker, which helped with my anxiety, which helped with my stress levels. And that is why I love multi-marker. If you go onto my TikTok page, you would see that I promote multi-marker so much because it has been, and guys, to my marriage, it did wonders. I'm not gonna tell it all. But anyway, so then because now my sister and I, since she said no to the business, I said, you're gonna be my guinea pig. So she was like, yes, let's start with the weight management product. So she started on the belly fat product and she loved the belly fat product. And this is her here. As you see, it actually did give her the body. And what I love the most, guys, do you think this is the same person that you saw on that previous picture? There's no way. You cannot use forever products and still be the same physically and be the same mentally. Like, no, there's something these products do in your mindset that literally change. So here her confidence was changing, her mindset was changing. She was getting compliments a lot and people were asking what she's using and she was recommending the products. And fast forward to today, she is a business owner in the business, one of my downlines and supervisor in my team. So I used her a lot. She was using the skin products here. She's still very much into the skin products, which is giving her skin the amazing glow. And I also had my kids start using the kids supplements that Forever has. My little girl, we have a problem with her because she's got acidic I don't know how do I call it? Her body is acidic, if I may say that. Her system is very acidic. So regularly she would start getting all of these ringworms or blisters all over her body, everywhere. So it's been a journey for me and her in this business. It has really been helpful. She drinks the aloe peaches. She takes Forever Kids. She takes the garlic thyme for ringworms. She takes the Arctic Sea as well. So all my kids are really like feeding from these products. And for me, that was another thing that stemmed on why I need to be in this business, because the health of my kids was really a concern for me. So this is how then I was able to build my business. It was not really directly from my testimony in the first, but I used the people that are around me to actually build my business. As much as they were willing, it was helpful for me in building my business. So you can also, even if you don't feel like you have something that you really want to use the business for or the products for at this point, you can always have your cousin, your sister to use the product. Trust me, their mindset is going to change, their confidence is going to change, and they will want to be part of this business, because there's no way you will use a Forever product and really not have people talk to you and ask you about what you are using. And then also, what do you do after joining the business? Guys, I ran with the business. I did not sleep on the business. I have an amazing mentor, but at the same time, I have a very strict mentor. For me, Senior Nonhlanhla, Manager Nonhlanhla would just call me and tell me, Zanele, you need to do this. I don't even know where to start. To tell me you need to do company history. I'll be like, what is company history? What do I do? What do I say? She'll just tell you, this is the slides. You just need to go and present. So she had thrown me into the depth for the longest. Since I started the business, I don't remember not once having to do not having to do a presentation. So I got to actually start being independent in my business from the word go. I think it's also because she saw the fire and the hunger that was in me. Guys, it is not easy to take a load of a whole family of people that you love, because you also want to see them prosper. You also want to see them become better in their lives. So you are always giving to them and nothing is actually getting into you. So because I was getting more emptier and emptier, I started being hungry for things that would actually fulfill me and start chasing my goals. So I made sure that I was doing presentations. I made sure that I was meeting up with people. Sometimes I would get stood up, guys. I would get to a place and no one will pitch. I would make contact and people would just blue tick me. To this day, I still get that. I just had a sip and talk a few weeks, 2 weeks ago, and no one pitched, no one came, but I was there. You know why? Because when I show up for my life, that's all that matters. I know God is watching. I know God is going to connect me to the right people. I know God is eventually going to say, these are your tribe. These are the people that you can run with. So for me, I had to learn to take my emotions out of what I'm building so I can see from an outside and not see through my emotions. So it will happen, leaders, that you would call people and they would confirm. I had over 20 confirming, we are coming for the sip and talk. Imagine it's a free sip and talk. I'm paying for the drinks. Nobody is coming. It happens, but what? You do not stop. This is what led me to my manager level. From the beginning of my business, I was already running and I was already doing my own presentations. I stopped working weekends at my work because I wanted to push the forever business. I wanted to see how I can do and how far I can get in the business. So I'm no longer working weekends. For the whole 2024, I did not work one weekend at all. To 2025, I'm still continuing and pursuing my business because I see that there is more hope in this business. Another thing that was for me a great and amazing addition was the networking that I was having with my team. Guys, I never missed any team meetings or team trainings. I always made sure that I'm part of these people. Remember, the people you surround with are the people that will show or teach you who to become. So you need to surround yourself with people that are after what you are after. Build with people who are building. If people don't want to build, you cannot force them. It's okay. You are building you. Make sure you surround yourself with people that are ready to also build themselves. So I was constantly with my team. I was making sure that whenever there was a chance, I would grab it and just make sure I drive to Johannesburg for Success Day, and it will just be amazing. You would leave Success Day weekend or Success Weekend and feel like I am ready to take over the world and really have that energy to actually do that. So Forever has, in actually 15 months, has made me travel to Joburg like it's just next door. I feel like my town is Joburg because I've been traveling to Joburg at least 4 to 5 times, if I'm not mistaken, four times at least in that whole year of me being in the Forever. This was my first year in the Forever business, guys. Imagine, and I was driving left, right, and center, going to team trainings, going to presentations. So this was really for me an amazing thing because it took also my mind off things. Guys, your mind gets out of abafana. You know, like the hurt that you are feeling, the manipulation that you feel you are feeling, you sort of like don't have time for that. You don't have time to keep watch over who's late, who's coming in when. You have time for you. You have time for building you. And for me, that is my focus. That is the personal development I was looking for. I don't want to be stressed by who's not home or who's doing what. I just want to do me. I want to make the Mandelas. I want to make me happy. And anyone else who wants to come with me is welcome to come on board. So Forever has allowed us. Look at this beautiful ladies, guys. Like, this looks like we're somewhere but Zanzibar and whatnot. Guys, I'm not going to disclose where we are, but nonetheless, Forever has given us that opportunity in life to actually be able to travel and just have fun with our teams. Guys, this amazing woman right here, I don't even know what to say about her. God blessed me with a destiny helper who became a sister and a friend. I literally do not, I think my husband is now thinking she's my husband because we speak a lot more every single day, and she's always just pushing me. One thing I've never done to my manager is give her a reason, an excuse. There's never a day that I've ever said to her, Senior Nonhlanhla, I cannot do this. There's never a time where I had to give her an explanation of why this did not happen. I just make sure that I don't. Even if I have a reason why things did not happen, why did I not meet my target? I never say that with my mouth. Why? Because I'm believing that if I'm going to say it, it's really going to stack in my mind to even do it again. If I say I could not do 4cc, I'm not going to do my 4cc, and it's going to make it easier even the following month for me not to do my 4cc because I've already spoken it, I've already manifested it into the universe, so it's going to be easy for me to do it. So I always taught myself that I'm never going to say anything to her that is negative. Even though I know I'm putting in the work, because she'll be calling you and telling you, you are not putting in the work because the sisters are not talking, and deep down you're like, do you know how many people said no to me this month? And I think she knows that. But because she also wants me to have a mindset that is strong, that goes against what the people have done, the reactions of people cannot control my business. So I've made it a point that whenever she is talking to me, whenever she's teaching me something, I just take it and I run with it. And I double my efforts every single time. And guys, this is what Forever has done for me, in that mindset, in me saying I'm never going to give my upliner a reason or an excuse of why things did not happen or what am I not doing. I am not going to do that. In fact, I'm going to, every time she tells me, Zanele, you're not working, I'm going to work double. I'm going to work double. And for working double, guys, Forever has really been amazing for me. So this is my history, guys, coming into the business. This is where I come from. Some traumas will keep you stagnant, but refuse to be a container that keeps rust in it. Guys, I've lost these cars in my life. As a whole radiographer, these were cars that I took in credit, and yes, I'm okay, I'm fine now, I've recovered. Everything that I've tried to own, I've lost in my life, in my journey. Just imagine 14 years of being a radiographer, and there was a period in my life where I had no car and I had no means of actually getting a car. And whereas with my line of work, I felt I needed a car because I need to be at work at different hours. So this is where I was coming from prior to joining Forever. I had already lost, this was the last car that I lost. In this instant, a friend of mine lost his child in this car. It was an accident. It was really horrific. And it changed for me. It changed my whole life from that instant. I really felt like I was not deserving of God. I really felt like God does not see me. God cannot bless me and take things from me. So my life sort of stood still after this moment. But I learned to get myself up. Like I said, guys, I'm a positive person and I always want to push myself against all odds. I don't want to, guys, if I cannot control something, it's fine. I cannot control it. I'll go look for something I can control. My books I can control. So I would study, I would do something, I would read a novel, something that I can control, because I also love to be in control. So I would do something I would control and I would leave what I could not control. I could not control that the insurance refused to pay part of the fee or the money that needed to be paid. And I had to pay over 80K towards that car. No longer driving a car, no longer have a car, and I had no means of actually going to afford one. So I had to live with that. If I was going to be angry at myself, if I was going to be angry at the world, if I was going to be angry at God, I wouldn't have found my breakthrough in this Forever business. So now I don't know how God does things, guys. I joined this business. I was really desperate for change. I was really desperate to get myself back on life again. I was really hoping that, you know, things will get better. And I didn't know that for my hope, I had to put in the work. Guys, you cannot pray and not work. You cannot pray and not work. You need to pray and work. So God gives you this business because he knows you've got the strength to work. And if you work, this business will reward you. For us, this is what this business has rewarded us with. Imagine two professionals going to the bank, being rejected because we could not qualify. When our car was in an accident, we had just qualified to buy a home. So it was our new home that we've just bought. A month after moving into the house, the car crashed. And, you know, now everything on our credits has changed because there's this extra thing, you know, that we took because of the house. So we could not afford anything at that time, nothing at all. My husband travels a lot. So whenever he's away from home, then it means me on foot. And it's something that I was not used to for the longest time. I was not used to. But 4 years into our lives, we had to learn to adjust and be humble and allow life to just put us on our knees, allow life to crawl us, you know. So we crawled, guys. We crawled into the business, and what was amazing and fruitful for us was that 11 months into the business, we were able to afford a car because now we've got an extra income coming into our bank, money that, you know, guys, people when they're paying, they're putting money in, you know. So the bank is seeing these transactions coming in. We've got a third pay slip that is coming in from Forever. So it really made life easier for us. Then, because now we only had one garage where we were staying, so now we had to make some few changes. And this was because, like, guys, we weren't going to change anything in our house because we were not looking to buy a car. We've already been rejected. So now that we are approved, we're like, so now we need to make changes, and we need fast changes, you know. So now you need money. So we started doing renovations so we can fit 2 cars, because my husband uses work car. So we needed to fit 2 cars. in our house. And then we started doing the renovations, and God being God really showed up for us. We were able to do the renovations, and so this is the new gate that we have that opens both sides so that his car can actually go in there and our family car can go in the side. So each one pulls over to the other side, and then the other one. Like, guys, literally when we saw this gate, we thought like, no ways we can ever afford this gate. And also just thinking of how we are going to manipulate this system. How are you going to get a gate that would actually bend, because we've got a very small yard, that would actually bend so you can have enough space for a car to go in. Guys, whenever you have money, you've got options. So because we did not have money, we did not have options, we did not see how on earth it would have been possible for us to open up and have an extra space here where a gate would also be able to fit in. But guys, money said, guys, anything is possible. Guy came in, did his work, gave us the options and showed us what could work, and we thought, this one is going to be the one for us. So this is the gate that we currently have, and we thank forever for it, because it did allow us to actually pay for this gate to be made, specially made for us. We asked the guy to be as creative as he can be, and this is what he came with. So I have a video of how this actually doors open on my TikTok. So if you would like to see it, you can actually just go to my TikTok and look at it. And guys, then forever, being forever, puts me on a stage. Yo, guys, the only stages I've been to is church stages where I'm talking, I'm preaching, or I'm motivating young people. Forever allowed me to stand in front of over 1,000 people and be recognized for work done in my business. My first stage recognition in 2024 March. This was my first Success Day attendance, guys. I've never missed attending Success Day, ever, and I've never not be on forever stage whenever I'm on Success Day. So here I was being recognized for 4cc for 3 consecutive months, which is December, January, and February. So that was initially when I started my forever business. I was already recognized, and I don't want to lie to you guys, this recognition, it was just 4cc recognition, but this is the recognition that made people notice me in the forever business. I started building my team after this recognition. As I was driving home, my sister was driving us back home, I was getting messages like, wow, because I was already on TikTok, I was already posting this video, I was already telling people how Forever has recognized me on stage, and I've just started, people have just started, yo, Zanele, you've just joined another business, you don't want to end, But when they saw this recognition, they were like, wow, girl, you worked. So this was the recognition that actually changed my whole business perspective. And from there, I really started pushing my business. I became a supervisor in November. I was recognized as a supervisor. And again, this is the amazing upliner of mine that is always saying, Zanele, you're not working. And then in January 2024, I was recognized as an assistant manager in the business. And in April this year, I am going to go on stage once again for my manager recognition in the business. So guys, this for me is really like, I am putting in the work and I am seeing the results. So refuse to be in a business, not putting the work, because you won't see the results. When they told me Forever pays, I wanted Forever to pay me. There was no other way. My motto in life is that design the life that you want to live and be prepared to work for it. Guys, if you can just dream only, you will never get anywhere in life. The difference between dreamers and achievers is that achievers, they put in the work to become the dream that they want. So you can sit there and dream and say one day, or you can wake up and say today is day one. It is up to you. You can sit and say, I'm going to think about this forever thing. It's not really my style. Or you can say, I am tired of wondering what is my style. I am going to try and make this one my style. Guys, nothing can stop you once you are decided. You will be able to conquer anything. It's just like is this the one? Is this the one? When you decide he's the one, he's going to be the one. Okay. But I see because they don't give us the money they want. Our boy is forever, guys. Our boy is forever. Even my husband would ask me and say, Nana, Baba, baby, it's month end. What are the CCs? How are things going? Because he knows on the 15th, Forever is going to be paying us. So he knows that Forever is our lifeline. He knows that Forever is going to give us the dream life we want. We can literally start, we talk about things that are completely insane, and we actually laugh at each other because we're like, our salaries can never afford this. And we're like, no, but Forever does. forever allows. So imagine speaking that with your partner. Imagine manifesting such things with your partner, because you understand now that you are working towards something that in your whole careers you can never fathom. So for me, this is it. If you are prepared to work for the life that you want, there is nothing that will stop you. Guys, as I'm closing, this is my lifeline poem. I love this poem with all of my heart. This poem has seen me through hardships in my life. This poem has really been my, I don't even want to know, I don't know how I'm going to actually explain what this poem has been, but it keeps me up every single day. It keeps me up every single day. It comes whenever I am facing challenges, whenever I feel like I cannot continue, whenever I feel like it is not worth it, this poem comes to mind. I just want to read it for you guys so you could understand the depth of this poem. It's by Marianne Williamson. It is, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Now I want you to hear this line very carefully. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. It is the fact that we can prosper. It is the fact that we can become better than we are today. It is the fact that success is our portion that frightens us. We cannot never be frightened by darkness, guys. We are frightened by what we can become and the power that works in us in becoming that. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that others won't feel insecure around you. This line has always been highlighted in my spirit ever since I realized how low I have gone for my family and my friends, because I've shrunk myself so much to the point that I could not even recognize me, trying to make people feel superior, trying to make people be accommodated in my life. Even when I was already changing, even when I was becoming better, I still had to drown myself so they can feel more aligned with me. So guys, this is powerful. There is nothing enlightened about you shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. All of us. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in every one of us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. When you work your business, when you prosper in forever, there's someone that is waiting for you to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. Someone is waiting for you. So stop playing small. Stop going shrinking so that others won't feel inferior. You are supposed to be bold. You are supposed to walk tall. You are supposed to be who you are, because someone else is waiting to rise up on your account. And with that said, guys, I don't know what else to say. The best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. The next best time to plant a tree is now. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. I hope that I have inspired you, and not only inspired you, I had triggered you to actually start doing what you are supposed to do and build the life that God has designed you to be. So with that, I'm going to hand back to my host, my senior manager, Nonhlanhla. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And guys, I hope you are going to have a blessed night. And actually, I don't want you to have a sleepful night. I want you to be a sleepless night. I want you to have sleepless nights today, because there's no way you can sleep after such a powerful presentation about our forever business and still be the same. It is time for you to shine and let your light liberate other people so they can also shine. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Thank you so much, family, for staying for almost. Zanele, your testimony is like I'm not your mentor. Like, it inspired me so much. Like, I don't know what was going on. Yo, thank you very much. You know, you that example where we say, if you believe it, you can achieve it. For me, you know, I'll always, like, sometimes I'll call you and be like, you know what? I'm not pushing her to the edge, but I'm like, I know she can get there, but I want her to recognize her powers. Thank you so much for sharing your testimony. I'm also inspired as your mentor. Yo, guys, this is amazing. Thank you so much, family. I really appreciate the fact that you stayed until this time. It's because you had to be here. There's a reason why God allowed you to stay until this time. It's because you had to hear all of this. Something needs to change in your life, and it's going to change. From here, please go to the person that invited you. If you have any question, talk to them, because we cannot answer all the questions. We've already taken 1 hour 45 minutes of your time. We are so looking forward to welcoming you to the winning family, and have a beautiful and a blessed evening and a sleepless night. Make a decision. Even if you are in the business, make sure you level up. Make sure you triple the effort. If you're not in the business, this is a sign for you to just start. Imagine if Zanele didn't start, she wouldn't be where she is today. You will never know how great you will be until you start. You will keep on wishing, you keep on dreaming, but this time around, I want you to do whatever it takes and make it happen. If you're in the business already, you are blessed. Just put in the work, double the effort. You will absolutely do well. And good night. I'm just gonna stop sharing. I'm just gonna stop the recording now. I love you all, guys, and I want you